Hello and welcome to Channel 99 Morning News. Today is Thursday, April 18th. I'm Vincent Torres.
And I am Austin Card.
And we are
BCTV.
So today we start off with news on the cathedral, what happened in France. Cathedrals across France rang their bells in honor of the Notre Dame Wednesday night, marking 2 days since the fire ripped through the 850-year-old Gothic masterpiece. Rebuilding history after Monday's devastating fire at Notre Dame Cathedral, French President Emmanuel Macron has set ambitious 5-year timeline. Though experts say full restoration will likely
There's
take
so
10
much
to
hope
15
about
years.
rebuilding it and all the things that it can be. President Macron has said it will be even better than it was before. The French are incredibly resilient, and they are, after all, les batailleurs. So I think it will happen.
New aerial images show how the fire ravaged through the cathedral's roof and spire. On Wednesday, emergency crews continued to pick up through the charred remains of the ancient wooden beams. Officials say that they're still investigating the cause, but they believe it was accidental. They have interviewed dozens of employees working at the church before the fire broke out. Meanwhile, money for restorations continue to pour in. Nearly $1 billion have been donated so far, including millions from the luxury brand
You know,
LVMH.
the power of the symbol is very important. We thought that whatever we do, we have to donate money, but we also have to donate time.
President Trump on Twitter saying he has spoken with Pope Francis and has, quote, offered the help of our great experts on renovation and reconstruction, as I did in my conversation yesterday with President Emmanuel Macron at France.
Protests from the New York City offshoot of London based on Extinction Rebellion gathered near New York City's Hall at the base of the Brooklyn Bridge to demand action on climate change. This group is specifically demanding a city resolution declaring a climate emergency. According to organizer Christina C., who spoke to CNN, NYPD Surgeon Brandon Ryan tells CNN 62 people were arrested. 60 people were arrested for disorderly conduct and 2 people were arrested for reckless endangerment, Ryan said. The protests have dissipated. The organizer said they gathered in conjunction with national and international demonstrations on climate. 2 banners, one reading declares climate emergency, were dropped from the traffic lights and the base of the Brooklyn Bridge near City Hall. They have since been taken down, according to CNN on scene.
Either 60 or 62 people that were arrested. Most of them were separate from the rally that was happening because they went through training, they understand what nonviolent direct action is, and so they decided that they're willing to put their body on the line for this.
Scientists have found the first type of molecule to form in the universe. There have been theories about helium hydride ions since 1925, but scientists could not find evidence of its existence in space until now.
Lil Evan Jurgensen spent 3 years fighting cancer at Children's Medical Center in Plano, Texas. Now the 12-year-old is back at home and going to school, but he hasn't forgotten what it's like to be a sick kid spending holidays in a hospital. So Evan liked to do little things to put smiles on their faces. Recently, he collected donations for Easter baskets, and on Wednesday, he was able to deliver more than 30 baskets.
Because we have like our different categories. It has pink bunny ears in it, and then it has different toys for whenever they go through treatment or anything. We have small little toys that they can play with and just different activities that they can do while they do it so they won't be bored.
Evan said he'd like to make more baskets for other holidays, specifically Halloween and Christmas.
Netflix is on the brink of 150 million subscribers. The streaming company added 9.6 million new subscribers in the first quarter of 2019. That's according to its latest earnings report. It now has 148.8 million subscribers globally. Netflix predicts it will add another 5 million in the next quarter. Netflix's growth could take a hit as Apple and Disney streaming services enter the market later in this year.
And now we begin our morning announcements. Any anatomy and psychology students from Mrs. Yanek's fall semester classes who are invested in visiting the cadaver lab at Missoria in May are asked to stop by room 222 to sign up before break. You must be a current or past student of anatomy or psychology to attend this trip. There are a couple of seats left for the trip to Mutter Museum in Philadelphia on April 29th. The cost is $40. Please see Mrs. Yanek in the room 222 to check availability and to get a permission slip. You do not need to be in the anatomy or psychology class to attend this trip. Attend all E4E members. There will be a meeting today, April 18th, after school until 4 p.m. in room C32, and the Career Center new members are always welcome. Cooking pickup 2:20 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. will be in the main office today. April 18th, if you have a big order, please arrange for a ride home. Yearbook. Class of 2019 yearbook is available for purchase in the library. The cost of the yearbook is $65. This includes 256 full-color pages featuring sports, clubs, senior day, prom, distinguished grad ceremony, and graduation, plus much more. Don't miss this opportunity to preserve cherished memories. Senior portraits are still being accepted for the yearbook. The yearbook is also seeking baby photos for the Guess Who section to submit a baby photo. Please email to Mrs. Casey or drop one off in room 110 of the high school. A list of senior portraits received and posted outside of room 110 of the high school and the offices of the STEM and Career Center. If you have submitted a senior portrait for the yearbook, please check the list to make sure your name is there. If not, please contact Mrs. Casey. The SAD Club. The next SAD meeting is Wednesday, May 1st in the high school library. Any field trip permission forms are to be sent to Mrs. Corrado by April 26th. Prom. Prom tickets are on sale until April 26th in the Hazleton Area High School Library. The cost of the ticket is $40. Also, Prom Promise Pledge Distracted Driving Pledge may be completed in the 12th grade office of the main offices at Hazleton Area Career Center and STEM. The deadline to complete this will be today by 1 p.m. Library. The Hazleton Area High School Cougar Library will now be open after schools on Tuesday and Thursdays until 5 p.m. Mr. Zulu and student tutors from Student Council and National Honor Society will be available to help any student. Stay tuned when we come back. It's Weather with Julissa Flores.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I had something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Well, we're back, and we're going to head over to Julissa with the news, with the weather.
Hi, Vincent.
Hi.
Well, let me do the weather now. Hello, I'm Jalissa Flores, and I am here with your Channel 99 weather. Currently outside, it is 48 degrees and cloudy. Today, it will be a high of 64 and a low of 58. Tonight, it will be a 43 degrees, and the moon tonight will be a waxing gibbous. The sun rose today at 6:20 a.m. and will set at 7:46 p.m., giving us 13 hours and 25 minutes of light. If you have any pictures that you would like to send to us, email them to the address on the screen. And here is a look at your 7-day forecast. I'm Jalissa Flores, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, that is all we have time for today. I am Austin Card.
I'm Vincent Torres.
This has been BCTV Morning News.